Hello chaps and chapettes. The next thing we're going to look at is a diode, and we're going to know what a diode is today. We're going to understand how a diode can be used as a rectifier in certain circuits. And you should be able to again draw a circuit using a diode. The challenge today is to think about when a rectifier is actually going to be useful. Why would you need one, and what relevance does it have to you? Hopefully by the end of this video you'll be able to tell me in the comment section below. So let's go on to what a diode is. First of all, it is an electrical component, but it is a little bit easier to understand than the thermistor and the LDR. This one is only going to allow current to flow in one direction. And that means that we can control the flow of current through a circuit. What this means is that if we try to produce a negative voltage across our component, we're not going to actually get anything passing through, so we're only going to get positive values for voltage if that's what we pick. Now there is a special kind of diode you need to know about, and that is the light emitting diode. And it looks like the diode, exactly the same thing in terms of symbol, but it has some light rays coming off it. Again, physicists lack imagination. We tend to show things as they are. It's a diode, it's got light coming off it, therefore some arrows come out. Now pause the video, draw down the symbols, and then write down the information as quickly as you can. See if you can remember it, and see if you are comfortable to reproduce that in an exam situation. Let's have a look at the diode later on. Okay, there's not much to show on this one. This is a diode. This is a light emitting diode. And as you can see, it is emitting light because we have current going across it. Now, just to show you that it will not work in the opposite direction, let's just take this part, switch the wires around. There we go. And you can see it's broken. It doesn't work anymore. Now, just to convince you that I haven't actually broken the device and it is only allowing current to flow in one direction, swip the wires around, there you go, boom, LED again, okay? Nice and straightforward. So roughly speaking, you're going to have your current flowing from this side to this side, okay? So current going from that direction to that direction, and there we go. Now we're looking at the current voltage graph again, and you can see that actually we only have an increase of current with voltage on one side of our graph. If you look really carefully on the negative side, where you have negative voltage, you do get a little bit of leakage, so a little bit of control of current coming through, but it's not really enough to run a circuit off. You can use it in different circuits, but really the current flow is very much restricted in the negative voltage direction. Make sure you sketch out that voltage current graph. You might not need to produce it into an exam, but you may have some multiple choice questions on it. Okay. Now, we need to talk about the use in rectifiers, and that is here, where we have diodes, which are used to convert alternating current into direct current. What that means is we're trying to take a positive and negative wave of current, and we're now turning it into just a single direction. You may think about like the alternating current as being a push and a pull, and then what we're trying to do is take that push and pull and convert it to just a push so that you have a steady flow of electrons. Now the most simple rectifier is a single diode, and what that will do is it will take out the negative troughs of your alternating current, and you just have the positive bits. So basically positive voltage. Now a more flash version of that is going to be the diode bridge, which is 4 diodes cunningly arranged, which will allow you to convert those negative voltages into positive ones. So you end up, instead of a sine wave going along like that, into basically a bunch of bumps, and everything will be positive. Now, okay, if you're really clever, you can attach a capacitor to that thing. That's a different component entirely, but what that'll do is it'll smooth it off for you, and you end up with a nice constant voltage. But that's a little bit beyond what you need to do for GCSE. So for now, rectifiers are used to convert alternating current into direct current, and that's about as far as you need to take it. So what you should have picked up from this video, you should know what a diode is, you should understand the diode's use as a rectifier, and you should be able to draw a circuit using a diode. And I hope that now you can go away and talk about when rectification is actually useful. When could you use it? And I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. Maybe think about your phones, maybe think about your laptops. Okay, I'll catch you in the next video, guys.